Flosstube. It's your girl Alexis coming back for Flosstube number 9. Let me move you over this way so you don't see my door because it's just boring over there. Actually, speaking of it, it's really boring right now, but I've actually done a little bit of like upgrading in my craft room to make it look a little cuter. But I can't flip you all the way around because one of the things I hang on my wall is down here because it's FFO and I want to show you. So anyway, next time it'll be like way cuter in the background. We're working on it. We're getting things stitched up and we're getting things to put behind me because Kia really gets on Kia's nerves that my background is so plain. So I'm stitching as fast as I can. But I wanted to come on today and update you guys on what I've been stitching, finishing, and FFOing because literally that's what I've been doing. My stitchy bug is like going full force. So yeah, I got a lot today. I got haul, I got FFOs, I've got whips, I've got new starts, and I've got finishes. Well, I've FFO'd all my finishes, so just FFOs. So yeah, let's get started. I'm looking around, I'm like, yes, I'm excited. Okay, so first things first, let me go ahead and say welcome to all my new subscribers. I know that I have noticed that there's been an uptick in my subscribers again. So thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining this hot mess community. There's a lot of us and we're just all best friends. Like, let's just a conversation between friends here. So thank you. I hope you enjoy the content. I'm working on trying to like come up with new content, but right now it's just me in my craft room with my coffee and my homies talking about cross stitch. And so yeah, thanks for joining, and to all my OG subscribers who have been with me since the beginning of my journey, which was like literally September, so it hasn't been that long. You guys, thank you for sticking around. Yeah, thank you for waiting for me and hanging out with me. I have pajama pants on, so I'm like work top. This is one of my work shirts because at work I wear scrubs and a t-shirt. Like the children's hospital that I work for, they give us t-shirts. So I wear t-shirts and scrubs. But as soon as I got home, I put on pajama pants. And I'm sitting like cross-legged, comfortable. So if you see pajama pants, don't be alarmed. Professional on top, party on the bottom. That's just how it's going to go today. So yeah, so I guess what was I at? I was saying thank you. So thank you guys. So thank you all for coming back. But let's just get into it. We have a giveaway to go over today. I have the random comment generator ready, so I'll go ahead and pick the winner sometime during this video. I have a couple UFOs. Let me take a sip of coffee because I talk fast. Okay, so let's get in with the UFO. Let's get in with the FFOs. Okay, so my very first FFO, you guys have actually seen me stitching this for a while. It's my Dark Queen. You guys, I already finished her. I finally beaded her. Finally backstitched her, but I also finally framed her. So I framed her myself. There is not, let me just say this. There is probably not going to be very many pieces that I will take and have professionally framed. One, I don't stitch samplers. If you ask me, like, you can frame anything. You can have anything professionally framed. But a lot of people tend to frame like fancy samplers or things they know are going to be heirlooms in their home. That's probably not going to be the case for me. I ain't got no kids. I ain't passing it down. I do have a couple nieces and nephews and godchildren who might learn how to cross stitch with me, but probably not. So when I go, I'm just going to my sisters. I'm going to my sister and my brother. So yeah, there's no need to like put all that work into like creating family heirlooms, because when your girl go, my stitching probably going to be in, it's going to end up in the, what do you call it? The thrift shop, and some wonderful person out there like y'all are gonna go in and find it and save it. So there you go. So we don't spend tons of money on framing because it's just not worth it for me. But I do my own framing. It's reasonable and I love it. So Dark Queen is framed, and I went to Michael's and I have been keeping an eye on this specific frame. I think it's so cool with the detail in it. It's huge, sorry, so I can't really get the whole thing in there. Look at the detail. So I thought this frame was really cool. I wanted to keep it black. I didn't want to go with like gold or anything fancy. I kind of wanted to keep the idea of Dark Queen. Plus, I think with the black frame, it really allows like the Dark Queen to pop. Like all her colors just really stand out. I didn't lace her. I just like put her on. So this frame came with this like board and then the glass, and I literally just like used acid-free tape and like laid her really flat, ironed her really good, and pulled her as good as I could get her, And then I just put her on the board and then like taped her down really tight. So she's actually framed really well. There's no puckering. I mean, she's not perfect, but I mean, from where she's gonna hang, which I'll show you guys. Let me roll you around. Don't mind my, ooh, don't take me out. So right there is where she's gonna hang. I already have like a marking so I can hang her straight, but she's gonna sit right over my display table, and that's my little area where I sew. So that's where she's gonna hang, and in the next video you'll be able to see her like hanging up. So, and they're cool. And this frame was like I think $60 at Michael's, but I waited until I had a 40% off coupon. Pretty sure, or maybe even 50% off, because sometimes Michael does like 50% off frames. So these are 40% off coupons. I only paid like 30 or 30, 40 bucks for this, and then I maybe even had a $5 off voucher. So I really got like a really good deal for it. And if anybody's curious, it's at Michael's. It's like a stock frame they carry, I think, all the time from what I can remember. And it comes in, I think it just comes in this size though. So, and it is 16 by 20. I use a 16 by 20 frame. I didn't mind. I like the fact that this fabric shows, because this fabric is so pretty, and I didn't want to like cut her down so you could see less of the fabric. The whole point of me going all out and spending like $1 million to kit this up and get the fancy fabric and get the flosses and get the beads was because I wanted to be able to see like a wider area of her. Like I want to see it all, right? I love the fabric, I love her, so I want people to be able to like admire the whole shebang, the whole thing when they come over. So yeah, she's all done, and I have not put paper on the back yet, but I'll probably just put some sparkly like black paper in the back. So that is, oh, something in my eye. That is my FFO that you have seen previously, and she's done. Officially done. I'm done with Dark Queen. She is done, and she's ready to go up on my wall for all of time, so people can marvel at her amazingness. Oh, and I put eyes in her, and they look really good. You can't even tell that they're janky from a distance, so shout out. Okay, and then my next stitchy bug was for seasonal. So I was supposed to be doing 90 days no new starts, which I have failed at miserably. Let me just say that I failed at miserably. I was like, oh, maybe it's so good. 90 days no new starts. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. No, it's, I lied. I'm sorry. I lied to y'all, because the girl has started things, and not all of it's my fault though, because I've been invited to start things and I can't say no, right? One, I'm not going to say no because they're my friends and I want to do these things, but also you just can't say no, right? It's stitching, and like people are depending on you to do these round robins and to start things with them, right? To help enable them. I feel obligated to help enable another stitcher. So I didn't say no. So I started things. So let me go over the things that I started that were for me, not for other people, or like included with other people. So I have been really into setting up my display that I have in my like dining room area with like little seasonals. I did it for Christmas, and I did it for Halloween, and I think I did it for Halloween and Christmas and fall. So I wanted to kind of keep up with it. I'm not necessarily a seasonal stitcher. I'm not necessarily a person who stitches for the season, but I'm kind of getting into it. So I decided I wanted to do a few Valentine's Day stitches, because I don't have anything for after Christmas. After Christmas, it's really just like nothing. And then it's Valentine's Day. So I'm like, okay, let me just get a few Valentine's Day pieces up and stitch and ready to go on display. I won't decorate for St. Patty's Day, but after Valentine's Day comes down to the end of February, I'll just put my spring pieces up, and I'll leave those up until summertime. And then summertime, I'll do a few pieces for summer, and then I'll leave those up to fall, and then I'll put my fall pieces back up. So that's kind of like my plan for my display. But this one is, so technically, let me show you this one first. This is the first one I finish. And this is the Always freebie from Hello from Liz Matthews. And I finished it, actually this is my very first finish of 2022. It's on 18 count opalescent Aida. I don't know if you guys can see that because of the sun is, well, it's not really sunny, but you know how winter line is. So it's kind of sparkly. And I don't remember the name of it, but I got the Aida from Live and Die LA on Facebook. She does like thank goodness it's Friday, like fight nights, kind of like what Brandy does at Be Stitch Me. So on Friday she posts, you comment, you pay. So I got an 18 count from, I bought a lot of fabric from her, but this just happened to be one of them. And then I trimmed it in this like burgundy chenille that I got from Michael's. I've had I crochet, I make blankets and stuff like that. So I always have like some kind of random yarn or chenille or some, you know, Burnett, is it Burnett? Yeah, Burnett blanket yarn, like that thick, fuzzy chenille yarn. I always have some of it on hand somewhere. And I just been using that for finishing. So, and then on the back, I use satin. I was like, why not? Why not go something a little, I couldn't iron this. I don't think you can iron satin. I didn't even try, but didn't iron it. I just cut it out and sewed it. So, and then after I had finished it, I'm like, oh, that's cute. But then I'm like, it's kind of like, it's just a little plain. So I had these little resin roses, and I just like popped one on with some hot glue because it wasn't a bead. It was like a charm. So I just pulled the charm piece off, and I just popped it right there. I don't know, I thought it looked cute. Maybe I was going to pop another one, but I think just the one makes it just enough extra without being annoying. So yeah, that was my very first one. And then my second one was this cutie. So this was like a last minute like decision to make this one. And I had already started a couple other ones, but this one just kind of fell into my lap. So I was on Kathy Haberman, Hands On Design. I was on her website, and I don't know what I was doing. I don't remember what I was doing. Probably like trying to figure out what to buy. And I was kind of reading that she had some really good freebies, and I kind of was like reading through her page, and I saw that she had a whole blog with all these freebies, and they all were Valentine's Day themed or love themed. And come to find out, she does them every year for her and her husband because that's around their anniversary. So this was one of her finishes, like this actual heart pattern, and this love is kind is actually like her finishing style. I just changed it up a little bit because I was, yeah, like I don't think I could actually do what she, let me see if I can find a picture of what she had, because I think I took a picture, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try that, but I don't, oh no, I didn't, okay, yeah, no, I don't have a picture. But she, if you go on her her blog, you'll be able to find this finish, and it's Love is Kind, and this is a 32 count optic white linen that I had in stash. And then this is the called for pink, which is geranium, is that how you say it, from Gas. I did not have the like light pinkish brown that she called for. I think it was Wood Smoke or Wood Rose from Gas. I didn't have that, so I just pulled from stash, and I had used Forbidden Fiber Co. and this color Pearl, and I just stitched that up. I finished it the way she finished it, except for I just put a bow because I was trying to do like the fabric flowers with the buttons, and I'm not really good at cutting out felt, as you're gonna see. Like this whole felt thing on the back of these pillows is giving me heartburn because I'm just not good at cutting out shapes, even with the template, or my knife, or my scissors aren't sharp enough or something, because it just looks like a 4-year-old did it. And there's nothing wrong with a 4-year-old doing, but I'm also trying to like finish professionally, right? So I'm done cutting felt. So I just decided to put a bow. I had a button that said handmade with love, or handmade for you with love. Yeah, so I just put a bow, a little button on there. Then I was still not done, and I could not find the cute safety pin. I had a few of those really fancy safety pins that people use for decorating, but I couldn't find one. And so I just popped an ugly safety pin on there for now with this little red charm that I have. But I have some more of these little like the fancier ones that people use for like, you know, finishing on coming from Amazon. So I'm gonna replace that one when it gets here. But yeah, and then I just did this. Here's my helmet on the back. So it was supposed to be a heart, not really a heart. And then I was trying to sew it on straight, not really straight. I got irritated, didn't even finish because I got irritated. So technically this is like 99.9% fully finished, but it honestly might not even go back. So yeah, I don't think I'll be doing the felt back, I don't know, this whole patchy finish anymore. Because I'm just not good at it. It's not my, or maybe I should just keep up with it because I'm not good at it, but I don't know. It looks like I put it on drunk. And I wasn't even drinking when I did this. So there's no reason why that looks like that. But it looks like that. It's staying. So it's cute from the front. It's all that matters. It's all that matters. Okay, and then my last fully finished item was a Poutini pattern. She posted one of her freebies. Like, she does a freebie as well, usually. So, and hers was supposed to be like a Biscornu block, right? Like a square. And you're supposed to stitch like this front panel and then like 5 little hearts and then finish it in a square block. But I didn't want to. I was being lazy. I just wanted I like Poutini. Poutini is like one of my favorite designers. So I just wanted the front piece, so I finished it. I dyed this 8 of my cell. No, this is even weave. 28 count even weave, just a piece of scrap fabric. I had it in white and I didn't like it, so I just dyed it with some pearl gray Rit dye, and it kind of gave me this purplish grayish color. It's kind of hard to see with the snow light, but it's like a purple gray color. Then I finished it like patches. See how cute this would have been without the patch. But I had already committed to the whole like cut it open, stuff it. I'm just gonna from now on, just if I'm putting trim on, I'm gonna do the old-fashioned way. So up all the edges, leave a little opening here, whip stitch it, put trim on, because this is not working for me. Anyway, I use this really cute red swirly pink backing fabric, and then I put a white patch on. I don't know, because it's all I had. And then I had these little black resin buttons, and I just popped one on there just to, yeah. It's really cute though, honestly. Honestly, if it wasn't for this dang white patch, which, how cute, right? Like, and I can't redo it because I'm not going to. And there's a slice of a giant like cut, and then it's been stitched up. So I have to have something back here. So what I might do is try to find a pre-cut heart-shaped felt patch like on Amazon, and like take this one off and redo it so it looks a little bit better, because this, I love it, but this like patch is just it's not where it's at. So how cute is that? I used the call for DMC colors. I think it called for like white, black, and then 2 colors of like 223 and 221, I think. So like the maroony pinky colors. Isn't that pretty? So those are my 3 Valentine's Day ish pillows that I'm gonna put up for display on my thing. I have one more, but it's not completely done, so I'll show. Oh, I don't have it here. It's at work. It's a work project. But when I'll show you that one when it's completely done in my next video. So those are all my FFOs. I stitched a lot. I mean, not only was I stitching, but I was also finishing. They didn't take me long. I think I finished all those in one night though. It may take me a couple hours, but I finished them all in one night. I'm getting faster at this as I go. So let's go into, should we go into whips or new start? Let's go into whips because I have less whips than I do new starts. Okay, so I think I was telling you guys how I was going to try to do like 12 by 12, but then change my mind on the 1st of January to like start 12 projects in 12 hours. But I was like, that's too much, girl. Nah, no. So instead, what I did was, I think I started like, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's technically 4 plus the Valentine's Day thing, so 5, 6. I think I started 6 projects that day instead of the full 12, because I was like, that's just too much. I already have enough whips, you know. Don't overdo it. Like, don't put pressure on yourself to get all this stuff done or started when it's really just stitching, and you can start it whenever you want, even though you're on 90 days no new starts. But if you start something, it's all good. So let's go through my whips that I already had that I was focusing on for my 90 days no new starts. Okay. Oh, was that a start? That was a start. Okay. Did I already show that one? I don't know. So the first thing I worked on was, I worked on this for, oh, I didn't bring my book of days, but I've been filling out my book of days too. So I have everything, like all the dates written down in my book of days, like what I worked on. So this is my Alice in Wonderland freebie Sal that we've all been working on, but it's done. So all 19 parts have been released. Let me get something. This one's kind of see-through. And I caught up. Well, I'm not caught up. So I was actually on part 6 the last time I showed you guys this one, and I came down here and finished this and started part 7. So this is part 7. The shoe is like the end of part 6, and then on top, so I gotta fill in the house. There's a little like, I don't know, lizard on top. Yeah, so there's house fill in and a little lizard, and I'll be done with part 7. I'm gonna start part 8, and this is stitched on in 20 count Ada in the colorway Vintage Country Mocha. So yeah, so it's like a pre-printed one, and it's 20 count. I'm using the called for All Forest embroidery flosses because I ordered those, and this is a Clay by Kim needle minder that I was able to score last year. So that is my and that's housed in my Al Forest and Wonderland bag that I made. Al Forest and Wonderland. Wow, this is my Alice in Wonderland bag that I made, and it is Alice in Wonderland themed. Because look, it's the little hats and the little clock and the little teacups. Yeah, and then I even put that in there. So that's one of my whips. I don't know, this video might not be long, guys. I mean, I have a lot, but I think I'm like under an hour, maybe even under 50. So we're killing it. Yes. Okay. So the next whip I worked on was in here, and this inside was my Tiny Modernist Zodiac style. And I was talking to Julie, so I asked her if she was going to restart it, because she had started it late, and I had started it at the beginning. Like, I started it in December of 2020 when the border came out, but that border took me so long to like stitch that by the time I was ready to start on like the actual like zodiac signs, I was already like 5 months in. Like 5 months had already come out, and I was already like, ugh, no way, Jose. So I decided to pull it back out. And last time I showed you guys this, I literally just had the lady done. And I finished her leg up because I had like just her and like half her leg. So I finished her body up, and then I added in the, what is this thing? Pot, porcelain thing, pot. I don't want to call it a pot because it's not really a pot. I don't know, but I think she got the water in, and it's coming out, and I gotta finish filling in the water, and then she'll be done, and then put the word, I think she's an Aquarius, and then put the sign, and that will be caught up on January's. And then I'm gonna just stitch them month by month now, because I have 90% of the border done. I think I have eight circles done, and there's 12 plus 2, so I've got what, 4, 5, so 4 big circles left, and then 2 small circles left on the border, and that'll be it. But by the time I get there, I'll already, like January, you know, I have 8 of the zodiac signs already in, so at least 8 months. So I'll be caught up by the end of the year and have it finished. So, and I'm stitching this on the called for, I think it called for 32 count Lugana in black, but I'm stitching this on 16 count Ada in black. I really wish now that I like see other people had stitched it, I'm like, oh man, when I started this in 2020, I wish I was brave enough to like start it on something not called for, but I was still new, like not newer stitcher, but like I was, bless you, welcome. Kia works from home, guys. So yeah, I wish I had just started it on something cooler. Like Julie's fabric is so pretty. It's like such a pretty like purple fabric. And then when I started seeing people post this, like when the sale was going on, I saw people like tagging the hashtag, and it had so many cool fabrics, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I had like chose a different fabric, something cooler, something more like fun, something more zodiac. But I wasn't about to restart this. I'm about to restart this. I have literally like a lot done, and this is a needle minder I made myself because I had ordered a needle minder for it, but I didn't like the needle minder I ordered, so I went out and made my own. Isn't that kind of cool though? It's like a planet. So that's that. That's my whip. And then my other whip, I actually got a lot of work done on this one. I was working on it at work and at home, and I really was enjoying it. And I still am enjoying it. How many pair of scissors do I have in here? My lord. Okay, I have like 3 pairs of scissors in here. Let me pull this out. I'm going to take this off so you guys don't see the pattern. Let me hang this up. Okay, so my other whip I was working on was Two Pumpkins Bright by Hello from Liz Matthews. I really like this pattern. Every time I pick it up, I really enjoy stitching on it, so it calls to me a lot. So I actually work on it quite often. I think I worked on this 3 days, and I got a lot done. I mean, it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but last time y'all saw it, I just had the border. I literally just had the 2 border lines. I think I had these 2 little triangles done. Oops. And then so that's it. So I went in and I put in these triangles. I finished this gray border, put in these, put in the 2 spiders, all of this, including the vines and the spine. So I got a lot of work done on this one. I'm actually, am I bumping? I was really enjoying this one. And this is stitched on a 32 count even weave, which this even weave is like butter. Like this is from another Live and Die LA piece, and this even weave is like butter. I don't know what type of even weave they bought for this one or how they dyed this, but this is a nice stitch, and I enjoy every stitch. So the fabric is called On Thin Ice. It's a 32 count even weave, like I said. It's just 2/2 with the call for classic color works. Yes, call for classic color works, and then 1 DMC. So that's that. So that's all my only whip. Oh no, I have 1 more whip. So that's 3, and then 4th whip is this one. I was just working on this one recently, actually. So I got a lot of done on this one. Put this away. Okay. And then for my final, like, previously existing whip that I worked on, I also worked on this. It's my Owl Forest. Let me see if I can find the cover page. Yeah. Queen of Hearts pattern. So I bought this as a PDF online on their website, and then I end up ordering the called for floss for it. These beads in this pattern, there's beads in this pattern, and they are not easy to find, actually. So I was able to locate 3 of the called for beads. Let me show you. I was able to locate like this gold line rainbow light, the silver line frosted ruby, and I was also able to locate the Toho beads silver lined wait, no, that's a lie. Yeah. Yes. So the QB silver line, 1.5 millimeter. I'm having a really hard time finding this Swarovski crystal. It's a heart-shaped crystal that goes like right here in her thingy-majob. So if you guys know where I can get a crystal, 12 millimeter light cyan, yeah, it's a Swarovski crystal. I've been able to locate like 18 millimeter crystals. Doesn't have to be Swarovski, but 18 millimeter hearts. I've been able to locate 10 millimeter hearts. I've been able to see 8 millimeter hearts, I think, but not 12 millimeter. So if anybody knows where I can get a 12 millimeter crystal bead, heart-shaped bead, let me know, because I need that. And then, yeah. So let me show you what I've got going on. What's on here? Okay. So, all right. So here's my work. Oh my goodness. Oh, she looks so pretty. Okay. So she looks so pretty. I was stitching on her and I was like, I love stitching on her. This is such a fun stitch. I know it sounds like crazy because it has DMC light effects, which is like never. Like if there's a DMC light effects on something again, I'm gonna hunt down like a cry neck, or I'll hunt down a petite treasure braid. But at the time, that was what they called for. If you didn't have like their whatever they were using in Russia. So that's how far I've gotten on her. Oh, and that black is Krynic. Not Krynic, but the DMC light effects. That all that black is, and the gold here is DMC light effects. And there's a maroon one. I'm not looking forward to getting to the dress, but there's also some light effects right in there. But like people say, go slow, small threads, and pray. So I'm stitching this on a 28 count Lugana, and I think it's just like gold specks in it. I don't know the actual name of it, like gold on cream. I just got it a long time ago from LNS in my area. But she's so pretty. Oh, even my back's not terrible because usually my back is like bleh. But yeah, oh, look, one more time for the people in the back. Can you guys see her? Because I'm trying to watch y'all watch her. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm done. I'm done being annoying. So she's been really, really fun to stitch on. I don't want to, maybe I'll stitch on her today. No, I've been stitching on other things, but maybe. Okay, so let's go to new starts in chronological order. Did I work? Let me just see if I worked on this. I don't think I worked on this. I think I showed you guys this on the first, didn't I? Yeah, okay, I haven't worked on that since. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something. Yeah. Okay, so for my new starts, I think I showed you guys this one, or maybe I told you about it, but I had started, I'll show you guys the floss. It's, not pretty colors. It's a stitching book club pattern, all for one, one for all. And I'm doing the white on blue version down here. And I didn't get very far. I think I put like an hour in, maybe, yeah, an hour and a half, something like that. And I think it's this way, but we'll know. We'll see. 28 count even weave, and that's how far I've gotten. So I don't think I've touched on this since when I first started it, but that was a whip. And then let me get that in here. Put you that. Okay. And oh, you know what? I wonder if I can splice this. Okay. We'll have this. I forgot 2 things in the living room, and I don't want to figure out how to edit this video. But I also started one more thing, and I'll show it to you guys in the next video because I'm not going in the living room, and I don't want you guys to see my pajama pants. And yeah, so no. Okay, so the other thing I had started on the first that I have been really putting work into is this cool pattern by Mirabilia, and I think it's Royal Games 1 or 2. I think it's Royal Games 2. Yeah, Royal Games 2. It's on the back. So that's that. This is a lot of work for me, okay? So let me get a thing for the back because it's so super white. Okay. So this is how far I've gotten. And this is really hard for you guys to even tell what this is. But on this pattern, there's a line, a black line that separates the 2 women. So like right here. And it kind of goes down like this. And I am starting with the lady in pink. So I'm doing the pink lady first. And so I know it's backwards for me, but forwards for you guys. So basically what this is the pink lady's sleeve, and this is going to be her bodice, and I'm working way up to her head, and this will be her other sleeve. So can you guys kind of envision that? No, wait. There you go. So yeah, this like spark is, this red in here is Krynic. And then the rest of this is DMC, and these little holes are going to be where beads are at. And this is just on a 32 count optic white linen. And this is a needle minder from Jackie. And her is Atomic, I'm going to call her Atom Heart Mom. Atom Heart Mom? Okay, yeah. But that's her needle minder. It's one of her needle minders. I'll tag her. So that's that. And then I've been working on that. So I put a lot of work. I was like, this was like, okay. It's not a lot of work. I put like 3 days into it. This is 3 days worth of work. Does that count as a lot? And she's still on a Q-snap, which means I'm getting back to her. If it's on a Q-snap, it's in a rotation. If it's not on a Q-snap, I ain't working on it. Okay. So my next whip was, so a couple months back, Elizabeth Ann Stitch inspired me to start this pattern. I fell in love with it. I went and bought it. So I waited to start it just because, I don't know, I had other things going on. Okay. So I started this as well. And this is called Where Flowers Bloom by Hands Across the Sea Sampler. Is it samplers? Yeah, Hands Across the Sea Samplers. And it's in this cute little project bag that I made. There's a dog hair on it. I feel like Marley was laying on this earlier. And I have the called for DMC. It's charted in silk, but I was not going to buy silk. So the DMC were just as pretty to me. So DMC, and I'm stitching it on a 28 count mushroom Lugana, but I actually might restart this because I'm not sure if I'm feeling the mushroom Lugana. I think I want something a little lighter. So here's what I've gotten so far. Can you guys see that? Okay. Oh, there we go. And that's just like the roof of the house. So it's this roof here, and then this like bird thing here. What do you guys think? Restart it on a lighter fabric, or is the mushroom Lugana? Are you guys here for the mushroom Lugana? Are y'all here? Are y'all here for mushroom Lugana? What do y'all think? I mean, I guess it's not that dark. I just feel like if the fabric was a little lighter, and it's hard to see because my window's open and it's bright in here, this mushroom Lugana looks brighter than it actually is, but it's actually probably a shade or so darker than you guys are seeing. So I wish it was this light. Do you know what I mean? If it was this light, I'd keep it, but it's actually not this light. So I guess you guys really can't give me, dang, a fair, accurate assessment. But that's how far I've gotten. Well, darn. You know, I really trust your guys' opinions. So the fact that you guys can't really see how dark this is, maybe I'll post it on my Instagram. Maybe I'll post it on my Instagram and you guys can head over to my Instagram and leave your opinions there, because I feel like this light is not giving you the real. It's not giving you the real. It's not really helpful, right? Not y'all fault, but just saying, it's not helpful. Okay, so the other thing I started was, which I don't have with me right now, is Halloween Hawk Run Hollow. I did it. I started. Me, Julie, and Karen from Fox and Rabbit decided to start it on the same day we started it last weekend, but I did not start it on Saturday. I ended up starting it on Sunday night, and I only have like half a square done at the top. So I got the border done, half the border done of the top left square. So, but I'll show that to you in my next video. And I'm stitching it on 40 count Legacy Linen by Pictures Plus with a call for DMC. Boom. Okay. And then let's get into this really special start. So I have definitely been, what's the word I'm looking for? Vocal, right? Vocal about being an African American stitcher, about being one of the very few African American floss tubers, about being a young African American stitcher. Because I started stitching when I was in my 20s, which, I mean, not saying there's not some out there, but I don't see very many. And the ones that the ladies that I do know of are a little older than me. So, yeah. So there's been a lot of like, I don't know, not like mixed feelings, but definitely like a disconnect, right? Because I don't necessarily connect to the older like stitchers. I haven't been around as long. I haven't been stitching as long. And then I'm also not white, so I don't have very many people who I feel like I can really connect with, like as another young African American stitcher. I do have a couple friends, but like you get my circle is very small versus most stitchers have a really big circle of friends. I have a very small circle of friends who understand exactly how I feel as an African American younger stitcher. Anyway, done. Point blank done. And so recently when I saw that Letitia, the Crafty Curator, had posted, so she had posted this post a couple days ago, and I don't know why my algorithm like on Instagram never like I never saw the post, which is because I have her set so I can like see her posts and stuff. And so I didn't even see the post when she first posted it. And she had posted it like 2 days before I had even seen it. And I just happened upon her page somehow, some way, because I'm on Instagram. And I just kind of was scrolling through her feed, and I saw that she had posted something about a sampler. So I went on that post, and I read the post, and I literally got so excited, right? I don't know why it's specifically this sampler that affected me so much. Maybe because this sampler was reproduced in my time, like while I'm stitching. And a lot of the other samplers that have been stitched by young Black girls have been around for, before me, right? So I just didn't know about a lot of them. And there's only a few of them. I think there's only like 5 or 6 that we know of, right? That we actually know were stitched by young African American women out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of stamplers that were not stitched by African American women. So it's just like a really small select amount. And I think the the production or reproduction or whatever the word is of this sampler right now it really hit me. It hit me home. And I think I connect to this sampler because I am also a younger African American stitcher, and Rosina, who is the stitcher for the sampler, is also younger, but she wasn't like a child. She wasn't 5, 6, 7, 8, but she was 15. So, she was a little older, you know what I mean? And to know that not only was she a little older, but she also grew up, and we have a lot of information about her. And I think that's important too. That's another really important thing to think about, is like being African American. I'm just like processing thoughts here, guys. Being African American, we can only go so far back in our generation. Like, really, we can only go. When I think about like my grandma has a really good memory, and she's a really good record keeper. And I don't think I've ever heard her talk past maybe her grandparents, maybe, right? And there's still very little information about her grandparents. And my grandma was born in 1930, so 1932. Actually, her birthday's today, Tuesday. So she was born in 1932. So really, that doesn't go back what? If she was born in 1932, her grandparents were probably in their 60s, so 60 years before that, so late 1800s. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so it's just nice in a way to have that kind of history, to like be able to go that far back on somebody African American. I mean, I know it sounds goofy, but like just to know that, like, I don't know, the history is there, even though we can't always access it. Does that make sense, what I'm trying to say? Okay, let me get off my soapbox. But anyway, so when Letitia posted this and Works by ABC was posting about it, I like literally went straight to her Etsy shop, purchased it. I literally drove the next day. I think I went to my LNS like the next day. I didn't have fabric. Well, I have fabric, but not the right fabric. I wanted it to be I wanted the fabric to scream like the pattern. So I went to my LNS. I got my fabric. I literally came home and I started it. So let me just show you guys who Rosina is. And if you guys want to know more specifically about Rosina and like the whole sampler, Letitia has, the Crafty Curator has a whole post about it. Arlene or Cohen, is that her name? Yeah, Works by ABC has a whole video on it. So follow them, read about her, get the story. It's really amazing. So here is the pattern itself. And so here's, let me get some not white in the background because okay, let me just, okay, you guys see, okay, perfect, okay. And then here is what I have. So this is all 1/1 stitching. First of all, the pattern has a crud ton of 1/1, so which is not terrible. It's not terrible on 28 count. It almost feels like stitching on 22 count. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not terrible. So that's how far I've gotten on that. And the fabric I'm using is a 28 count Jobelin and Queen's Anne's lace. And you guys can't, there's a little bit of modeling. It's hard to see because of the light, but there's a little bit of modeling. Yeah, that's how far I've gotten on that. And I'm using all the called for DMC. So really pretty palette. I'm really excited. It's been stitching up beautifully. I made a needle minder myself because I was really in a mood to make needle minders. Yeah, and that's her. And I'm really excited to stitch that. Honestly, this will be probably the only piece I can see in the near future because I'm going to stitch this. I'm going to stitch this fast. I'm going to finish this. And me and my wife talked about it, and I told her how much this like sampler really resonated with me and how much it really like I felt connected to it, that we decided that I told her, I was like, we're gonna get this professionally framed. So this will be the only sampler that in my home that will probably be will be professionally framed. And I already have a spot in my living room where I will hang her so that everybody who comes to my home can see her. And I can tell them about the story. And I can tell them how much I like what is like all emotional and was like connected to the sampler. Even though it's just stitching. But I don't know. It just hits home. It hits deeper. It hits deeper for women like me. Stitchers like me. So, yeah, that's that. That's all my whips. That's all my new starts for now. I got 2 other ones. Like I said, I'm not going into the living room to go grab them. So, we'll just show it to them next time because there will always be a next time. Okay, let's get into haul because we're already at 43 minutes. And I said, oh, this might be under 50. Well, I talked a lot this today. I made to the giveaway. So, okay, before haul, I want to tell you guys that I am going to UFO a project. Oh, let me not bump. I'm going to UFO a project. And it's not because I don't like the project. Do not go back and be like, Alexis did not like this project. And she's hating on it. It just wasn't for me. I started stitching it. And as I was stitching it, I realized I was not enjoying it. So I'm going to UFO it. And that is going to be the Little Women stitch along from Sapphire Mountain Handcrafts, which is Stitching Book Club. It's on a 28 count even weave, and I mean, I did a good job. I just don't know. I don't like house stitching. This is not my favorite. I don't like house stitching, so I'm definitely not going to stitch a house that I'm like, I don't want to put energy into stitching this big ass house when I'm not going to hang this. I'm not going to, like, I don't know how I would finish this. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm going to UFO it. Like, and I don't want to waste it. So if anybody's interested in like my 60% stitch piece, I can't give you the pattern because the pattern is a PDF. But if you have the pattern or you were interested in the pattern and you want to adopt my stitching, just put it down there in the bottom. Let me know if anybody's interested. If anybody's interested, and if there's more than one person interested, then I'll just put it in the random comment picker and then give it to whoever the comment picker picks. So just, if you're interested in adopting this whip, just put, like, I don't know, not adopt. Just put, I don't know, just put little in your comment. You could say, I've done little stitching, or you can sure leave the word little. Just leave the word little or whatever, or put little at the end of your comment. And if you're interested, if there's more than one person interested in adopting this, I will send you the floss and I will send you the stitch piece because I'm not gonna finish it. And if somebody out there wants to finish it, I'd rather give it to a good home than to just like throw it away or like leave it unpicked. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, so that's that. So if anybody's interested, just put the word little in a comment. If there's more than one, I will just do a giveaway. Oh, not a giveaway, but I'll just do a drawing for that. And I'll comment on that person's comment. Okay. So for haul, I have a lot. I've been shopping, y'all. Shopping. Okay, so the first thing I want to tell you guys about is this. Because it's not stitchy related, but it's like kind of stitchy related. So Michael's is having their big annual, like clearance event. And if you're a floss dropper, maybe like to make floss drops, they were having these big things for $5. Normally they're like 20 bucks. And they had a bunch of different ones. I mean, not every piece I can use, but every piece I could use, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like, so it's cardstock. So it's like the thicker cardstock paper. So it's not the super thin one, and they're only $5. So I got this one, and I got the Harvest Moon. Sorry, it's bumping you guys. Harvest Moon one, and I've already made a few floss drops out of it. So if anybody needs floss drop paper, head over to Michael's before they sell out. They had a lot. They had Christmas ones, they had spring ones, they had a lot. I was surprised by how many they were discontinuing. Okay, and then I bought a lot of patterns. Okay, let's do patterns, and then I have other just random goodies. Okay, so for patterns, even though I'm giving away or not doing one of the stitching book club things, I still bought this one because I will do this one. I saw the sneak peek of this one for it. I'm gonna frame that one. I'll hang it in here, and then I also have Great Gatsby, which I will do as well. But so Narnia, I bought that. I'm gonna cut that up. I think she said Sparkly Ada, which I think I might even have some in stash. So I'm not gonna do it on 14 count though. Maybe I'll do it on 20 count or 18 count. So I bought that, and then I was on stash unload because it was late at night. I was drinking wine, trying to decide what I want to spend my money on. I came across this little pattern. Somebody was selling it out of their stash, and I was like, this is me. Wine. It says wine a bit. It says wine a bit, you'll feel better. Isn't that cute? So I got that. And then let me put this over here. Okay, and the other things I got were, I don't know why I thought this one was really cute, but this Nora Corbett, I've been eyeballing her. Her name is Buttercup, I think. No, White Clover. Isn't she cute? I thought she was really cute. So I bought her, and I haven't started her or kitted her up, but I got the pattern. And then I bought this from eBay. I don't know why I bought this from eBay when I could just order from 123 Stitch, but I bought it off eBay. And then, because I bought something else from eBay, and they came with another. I bought a couple of Bright Needle patterns, and this was, I put in my cart to go with Bright Needle. So I've been wanting this, and I finally decided just to do it and get it, even though she calls for like, literally, she has like 60 DMCs. And she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different Mill Hill beads and 2 different Mill Hill treasures. So she's going to be huge. But I'm excited to get her started. Princess Ileana. Alright, is it Ileana? Yes, Princess Ileana. I'm excited. So I got that. And then I have been obsessed with Bright Needle patterns. I don't know why. One of my really good friends, Rocio Kokohama Symmetry, she let me borrow one of her Bright Needle patterns. And I don't know what it is about Bright Needle. I've been kind of like obsessive. So I found this one on on eBay, and I thought it was so cute. It's called the Blue Dog Sampler. I don't know why. I think I gravitate towards samplers like this because I'm also really into the primitive needle, like the Mystic Sampler, the Yule Sampler, the Earth Sampler, the Hollow Sampler. They all kind of have this, like, I don't know, Hoodoo Voodoo, like this spaced out ABC looking one. And there's also one by not Hello from Miss Matthew, from Barbara Anna that Elizabeth Ann just stitched and framed in that like red and white candy cane frame. That like style of sampler or like stitch I'm really attracted to. So this one was so cute. Oh, look at the little blue dog. I can't see you guys, it's not focusing. Oh, so cute. Okay, and then I saw this one. It's so cute. It's called, so that was called Blue Dog Sampler, and then this one is called School Days. I don't know why. I thought it was adorable. Look how cute that is. Look at the little funky turkey. I mean, remember, is that a turkey? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a funky turkey. As soon as I saw it, I thought of Michelle Bendy because she's always like, I love a funky, is it a funky turkey or funky bird? And then it's got little girls, and then it's got like a little, like little animals. I just thought it was so cute. And these little girls, oh, and a little house and little trees. I just thought it was adorbs. So I'm gonna stitch that up and get real close so you guys can see all the detail. And it's not big. I think it's all in DMC, right? Yeah, all in DMC, and it is 80 wide by 100 high, so not big. And then this one is all in DMC, and it's 143 by 106. So not big. They're not big at all. So I'm really excited about those. And then this is no more patterns. I got all my patterns. I'm still missing some fabric of the months that have not come in for January. I haven't received my Be Stitch Me fabric of the month for January, and I also have not received. I started Crazy Annie Stitching again with Fortnite Fabrics. I'm doing their fabric of the month through Crazy Annie Stitching for 2022. I have not received that fabric as well. So I'm still missing 2 fabric of the months for January, but that's not important. I'll show it to you in my next video. I was at the dollar store. Kia had to go and get her phone fixed at Best Buy, and that's right next to a dollar store. And I love going to the dollar store to play around and see what I can buy for $1. Like, it's my jam. And I tell you guys all the time that I'm a big fan of their steering wheel covers for grime guards. Big fan of it. Because, let me show you. I don't think people believe me when I say they're perfect. So this is one of them. This is on an 8x8 Q-snap, but they also fit 11x11. They are just like for $1, and every time they get new colors, I pick them up. So, because I'm not always, I mean, I can sew. I know how to make grime guards, but now I don't always want to. So I got this one, which is like a pinky leopard print. I think it's right. Leopard, zebra, something. And then just a clear and white one. And then I have 2 or 3 other ones from the dollar store. So I just wait till they have new ones come out, because I just have random ones come in. And every time I see some colors I don't have, I just grab them. And they're literally, you guys, don't sleep on the dollar store steering wheels. Like, don't sleep. Like, go to your local dollar store and grab 2 or 3 of these for $1. You know, like, seriously. Like, don't sleep on that. Do it. It's like Alexis's only serious recommendation, because I don't have many. Okay, and then my best friend Ruby. Shout out to Ruby, who's not a cross stitcher, but I low-key think I'm going to be able to convince her to become a cross stitcher. So she bought me, so I didn't see her for Christmas because of all the things that are going on in my family. I kind of just didn't go anywhere for Christmas. I didn't see anybody for Christmas. I didn't do anything. I hung out with Kia. But she had bought me a Christmas gift, and she just gave it to me the other day when I saw her Saturday. So she bought me 2 needle minders and a little floss thing, but I'm using the other needle minder, so that one's already. But look at this one. This one says, Feelin' Stabby. Oh, is it upside down? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, Feelin' Stabby. How cute is that? And this one, she ordered it from Snarky Crafter Designs on Etsy. Yeah, Snarky Crafty Designs. Someone's trying to call me. Okay, and then she also ordered me this adorable little floss, like floss drop or floss holder. And if you're offended by the word F-U-C-K, just like close your ears for 10 seconds or like speed up 10 seconds, because yeah. Okay. So this one says, I like pretty things and the word fuck. She knows me well. She knows me well. Okay. And then for the last little bit of haul, I got in, so I'm starting the Pisces by Nora Corp, the Zodiac Girl, Pisces one. My wife is a Pisces. Her birthday is February 22nd. And she'll be, how old will Kia be this year? Kia, how old will you be? 37. She'll be 37 this year on February 22nd. So I ordered the pattern, and then I finally ordered in, oh, I have needles in here. I didn't even know. Well, look at that. Okay. Well, the needles are not. They're just part of my haul. So I ordered in the beads for that. And then it calls for, we've got thread. It calls for like a tan fabric. I think it's like a welch. Is that how you say it? Welch? Anyway, it's like a brown fabric. I didn't want to do it on brown, so I ended up ordering a piece of 32 count. It's 1/8 of a yard, 32 count silvery moon Lugana. So I'm gonna probably stitch it on that instead. I think the teal colors, which you guys can't see, will pop way better than on the gray, on the brown. So I ordered a piece of that because I didn't have any of this in my house. So just a fat 1/8, and that's perfect for the Pisces. So I'm gonna start that with the honeybee stitcher, Morgan. So look out for her. I think she's not doing a sale or anything, but I just force myself on people. So if you're doing something, I'm joining. Like, I think, Julie's starting Aquarius, the Zodiac Aquarius. I'm not even Aquarius. There's not even an Aquarius in my life. Well, yeah, no, my grandma's an Aquarius, technically, because her birthday is today. So, but I don't, like, I'm not Aquarius. I don't have any Aquarius going on. So, but I'm going to stitch it just because Julie's stitching. That's my girl. So, we're going to support. And then this is my Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month. I get a one color, one neutral, like every other month from them. And this is the January color option. Let me turn it this way. And it's called Cedar. And it's a 32 count Lugano. Isn't that pretty? I don't know what I'm going to stitch on that, but it's pretty. It's really pretty. Yeah, I'm finding that I need more neutrals in my life. Okay, so that's it. Let me go ahead and do this giveaway, and then I will comment on their comment. So, let me remind you guys. So I was giving away, in my last video, I was giving away this little cute pattern. And I don't have a giveaway for this week. I did not have time to, like, go and look for a pattern. I just had that stuff come in the mail, and yeah, life. So I'll do a giveaway in my next video. But this one was from my last video, and I asked everybody to comment the word snow. And let's see, we got 19 comments. Okay. And we got, let me start this. Okay, it's on my phone. So, oh, Stitching Moon. Yay. Okay, perfect. So Stitching Moon has one. Yeah, she's in Norway. So even cooler. So she's in Norway. So Stitching Moon, I'll comment on your comment, and you've won my giveaway. I will send this to you. I'll put it in the mail. And yeah, we'll get that out to you. Congratulations, Stitching Moon. She's so sweet. Okay. All right, you guys. That's it. That's all your girls got. That's all your girls got. I don't think I have anything else. How? 56 minutes. Oh, we are done. Because I've been talking too long. I'm playing hooky from work. Not my fault, though. It's no fault. And I'm going to go stitch and drink my coffee. Put my feet up. What time is it? Colorado time. Let's see. Ooh, it's only 10:58. I still have the whole day. All right. I heart all of you lovely humans. Thank you so much for spending 57 minutes with me. I appreciate your time. I'll be back in hopefully 2 weeks. Hopefully it won't be another 3 weeks, but hopefully 2 weeks, possibly 3, depending on, you know, what's going on. And yeah, I'll have more content, more stitching, hopefully some more finishes. I'm thinking about starting some spring stuff for my spring display. And then, yeah, other than that, I'll be around if you need me. You know how to get a hold of me on Instagram, in my DMs, or you can email me, or you can comment. Until then, until I see you guys again, until I see all of your lovely faces again, then I will talk to you soon. Right? Did I say that right? Okay. Well, now I'm just muttering. So, bye.